Teslas and electric cars in general are an enigma for a lot of people used to traditional gas guzzlers. I get it. We've driven cars with transmissions for so long that it feels like a given. But electric cars? They're a whole different beast. When you walk up to a Tesla, you won't find a transmission like in internal combustion engine, ICE vehicles. ICE cars use transmissions because they need to shift gears to make efficient use of their engine's power band. Electric motors, however, work on an entirely different principle. They can provide maximum torque right from 0 RPM without shifting through gears. So, Tesla motors don't need a multi-gear transmission to incrementally step up the speed. But still, we're creatures of habit, right? We want that feeling of putting a car into park, drive, or neutral, so electric cars are designed with interface systems that mimic these functions for the sake of familiarity. So, how does neutral come into play with no transmission? Think of a Tesla's neutral mode as more of an electronic state where the motor disengages from the wheels. It's not neutral in the mechanical sense that we're used to with a traditional transmission. Rather, it's a command from the car's software that tells the electric motor to allow the wheels to spin freely, without providing forward or backward propulsion. To get a bit technical, pressing the brake and shifting into neutral essentially opens the circuit between the electric motor and the battery. This disconnect means no current is being sent to the motor, allowing the wheels to roll without engine resistance, albeit with some minor electrical resistance from the motor. It seems almost too simple, doesn't it? Press a button and bam, you've got neutral. No gears grinding, no clutch to depress, just smooth, silent coasting. Electric vehicles are full of these neat, user-friendly features. And while I can wax poetic about the ocean waves out here in Portland, hey, the Pacific Northwest has its charms too. I'd say the silence of an electric car is equally meditative. Maybe it's the feeling of gliding along the highway without the growl of an engine, surrounded by towering Douglas firs and the misty Oregon air. In all seriousness, as you can tell, the lack of a traditional transmission doesn't make Teslas or other electric vehicles less capable. On the contrary, it's just another piece of evidence that we're shifting gears as a society, heading towards a future that's quieter, cleaner, and in many ways, simpler. It almost feels like neutral has been redefined, and maybe for the better.